Dai, Tam, fino all'ultima palla come sempre, No mercy.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the so-called Silicon Valley and Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Arizona Cardinals and the San Francisco 49ers. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. The start he was hoping for there as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the game's first play, and it's second down now.
Gain on the play brings up 2nd and 10 at the 19-yard line.
From the gun, Morrow. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
Whenever I see an in-route dropped, as we just saw on that play, I'm always thinking that in the back of their mind, they're worried about what's coming at them because they're going towards traffic on that route as opposed to being away from it and maybe having a little bit more space.
On 3rd down, Morrow. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Carl Lawson has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10 at their own 37. A first carry here for Joe Mixon. And he's going to be stopped here on this first. Play as he gets it to the line of scrimmage and no more.
Right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Just like that. Just like that. Check nickel.
Operating from the gun. Dempsey, he's going to loft one deep left side here. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he's going to get this deep onto Arizona's side of the field.
1st and goal.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
A loss of 3.
They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make it 2nd and goal. Another try for Mixon. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored. You give yourself your best chance.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Snags it for the pick. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick 6? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on 1st down.
On the run, this is Gray. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the 2nd and the 3rd levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking. They just have to keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Off the bootleg. Dempsey. They'll roll him out right. They'll get this complete to Charlie Warner. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. It'll go as a 1st down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16. Back to throw. Dempsey. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete.
Dempsey.
It's a gain of 5, and it's a 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam coming out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And some room to work. And they'll get this down to the 10. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness. Did he put up a number, let's say, 200 plus?
And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6.
6-yard line. A 4-yard gain brings up 2nd and goal.
On second down now, it's Gray. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on 3rd and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something that develops slowly. It's got to be right at them if you're going to run the football. And if you're going to throw it, something quick, get it out of your hands in a hurry.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
It's now 4th down and goal.
Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. They'll try and run for it. And he's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1. The run is turned away on 4th and goal from the 2. And this Cardinal defense comes up with a goal line stand. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. With no score after 1 on EA Sports. So still backed up, but the situation not as dire now. 1st and 10 at the 14. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. 14-yard line, 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. Morrow. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
Intercepted. The Niners take over 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
They'll run on 1st down. Gray. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
On 2nd down, it's Gray. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
Taken down at the 14-yard line. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 2.
The Niners on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Back to throw. Dempsey. Now they're staring at a 4th down as Arizona's defense does its job.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. From the gun, Dempsey. The quick slant caught. And the 49ers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Dempsey. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Devin Asiasi, his first touchdown on the year. As his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Even though they might not find the #1 seed next to their name come playoff time, there's not going to be very many teams, if any, entering the playoffs on the kind of run they're on. They're hot.
And I love that word, hot, because every team in the league wants to go into the playoffs on that uptick. Because a lot of the time you serve notice to the rest of the league that, hey, we're the team you need to deal with. We're the team that's going to be a real problem for you. And if they can continue this streak, they could very well be that team and gain that confidence that they're seeking as they head to the playoffs.
And confidence, that's the word I would use from our meetings with them. They said we're playing our best football right now. It is showing. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46. And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. And in Week 17, let's hope this won't affect him for the playoffs. We'll step aside. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw. Morrow. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. You never want to give up a sack. And from the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
This offense has definitely been slow getting out of the gate. It's almost like they missed their wake-up call for this one. No points on their first 2 possessions, and now it's looking like none on this one either.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the 49ers will take over deep in their own territory. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. We do know that they are postseason bound, but they're leaking a little oil, so to speak, as they kind of limp into January.
Yeah, and that oil can set fire to their season, can't it?
Look
and
at that.
See what I did there? But here's the thing that we've both seen in the...
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off at the 18. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he is out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. 3 yards the gain there. 2nd down.
15-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
No gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Off play action. Morrow. And this is going to be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. An excellent way to start the drive there at 18 yards. On 1st and 10, Dempsey. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. From the gun, a give to Mixon. And he powers his way up past the 30. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had the incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
To throw on 3rd down, Dempsey. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together. They had a chance to pick up a 1st down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
This is taken at the 18.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah. Will they make up for it? 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
To throw on 2nd down. Morrow, throw left side is complete to Reed. Not able to get a single yard there, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
That's a nice job defensively to make sure everyone was accounted for, because ordinarily you pick up the guys downfield, and sometimes you forget about the running back. In this case, they did not, and dropped him for no gain.
On 3rd down, Morrow. And this is going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The
leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners.
No, era fuori.
Let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive.
6-yard line.
On 1st down, Dempsey. He's going to air one out. That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to get this deep out of Arizona's side of the field. 39 yards there, a big one. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Operating from the gun, Dempsey. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And the Niners are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this 1st half. So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. From the gun, Dempsey. He's got it. And the 49ers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
A 4-yard gain brings up 2nd and goal.
Looking to throw on 2nd down.
No!
Dempsey to the end zone, but knocked away.
Che miseria.
That's a nice job there, because you got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
The ball mere inches from the white line on 3rd and goal. They get this out left, and it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out.
He's got a man, complete. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number one. So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Morrow. Short pass caught by the tight end Griffin. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
At the 49ers.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. From the gun, Morrow. Going right side here, and that's complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 27-yard line. 11 yards there, 1st down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman.
Tucker set to kick off.
The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. A throw out wide here caught by Pettis. And they're able to get this one across the 35. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a 1st down. Off the bootleg, Dempsey. That's complete to the tight end Werner. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
2nd and 4. He's going to loft it deep right sideline. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. He was looking that time for Dante Pettis, and now it's 3rd down.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
From the gun on third down. Dempsey. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Byron Murphy. The 20. And they will score. It's a pick six for the Cardinals touchdown. Now back onto the field comes the Cardinal offense, and they're going to try for two. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
What's tight? Tight ends right. What's tight? Tight ends right. 4 down. Check. 4 down.
On first down, Gray. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
At the 29.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
No, bravo. Preso bene il blocco.
But not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
10 more there and another first down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Off the play fake. Dempsey. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. A big play there. His second touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. And to give this time to the tailback. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Running game working, they'll stick with it on first down. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
A gain of 12. First down, Cardinals.
Now a handoff here to his running back. He'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Play action. Morrow. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Carl Lawson in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
And that's his second sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Morrow. And that is incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
4-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They'll run on first down. Gray. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage.
51 to money, boys, 51. Let's go, team. It's going to be a long day.
Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Operating from the gun, Dempsey. Open man is Asiasi, the tight end. And he's going to have the 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16. On the ground, it's Gray. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
They run again here with Gray. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line.
Against the ball carrier. He was tackled at the 27-yard line. That's a gain of 3. Now 3rd and 5.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Looking to throw. Dempsey. Now they go screen. It's complete. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he'll take this down to the 40-yard line. An excellent pickup at 34 yards. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Dempsey.
Ma guarda, te è riuscito a lanciare, nonostante l'uomo.
The magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
On 2nd down now. It's Gray, and he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
He's going to sling this deep downfield.
Non ci credo.
Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Despite the lead here in the fourth, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. To me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him. A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Incomplete.
He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Well, the pressure, the hits, the sacks have been coming at him all game long. I'm frankly surprised that they haven't found a solution yet to create more time for him to throw it or maybe change what they do on offense.
And that's one of the biggest differences in this game and why they're losing right now. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right, they did pick up the first.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 47, and he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
And this is a situation where defensively, Brandon, you're going to be so excited. It's getting late. You've got the lead. No reason to not just pin your ears back and go. Bring the pressure. And here they hit him as he's releasing the football, and that's going to help lead to the interception.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
That's caught by Werner, the tight end. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
Brings up third.
Well, that wasn't exactly a thing of beauty. I know they completed the pass, but look at the yardage lost. I mean, who does that make happy?
That's why I don't play in PPR points per reception fantasy leagues right there.
You'd be really
You don't deserve
upset,
anything
right?
for that.
But you get credit for it? Is that how that works?
Yeah.
Well, I know whoever has this team's defense, they were happy about that play.
No, Doggins,
no. Shy of a first as he's tackled at the 47.
As much as I praise teams for being true to who they are, in this situation, I wonder if maybe they outguessed themselves a little bit. 3rd down seemed like an obvious passing situation. They chose to run it and didn't get anywhere close to a first down.
That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good.
No.
And this score will stay right where it is. Charles, all things considered, I guess that's not a critical miss at this stage, is it?
No, but still everything helps when you're trying to finish off a ball game. And you're right, not critical in terms of the scoreboard and the team, but the guy with the golden foot, he knows he's only as good as his last kick.
Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
He'll let this go for the end zone. And that is caught, but he will come down out of bounds. Says the side judge, incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
To throw on 3rd down, Morrow. Throw left side complete. It's Griffin. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Got a man, it's Mims. Touchdown, Cardinals. Denzel Mims, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Cardinals have cut it to within a score. So they fought half the battle here, but they're still down.
Plenty of work still left for them, but they delivered in the first step in their comeback attempt.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Niners take over 1st and 10.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to have the Niners 1st down as he's able to get this up past the 40. They give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on 3rd down. They'll run it now with Gray. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 2nd down, it's Gray. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. On 3rd down, Dempsey. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. He'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a 1st down. Now Joe Mixon. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
He'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20. Touchdown, 49ers. A great effort there. Hitting double digits digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the 49ers add on to their lead.
More! More!
Here's Bass now for the extra point. And the lead is now 13.
More!
Good. Makes the score Niners 31, Cardinals 18.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And wow, the fair catch was signaled for and taken inside the 5-yard line.
Over first and 10 at their own 4-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. And when you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Second and 10 at the 4-yard line.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And a nice pickup as this one gets him to the 10-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
And to give this time to the tailback. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short.
So many things go into making a good play on defense. In this situation, just not